Ready when you are.
Okay, so what's your name? What do you study at UCL and what year are you in?
Okay. Should we start? Okay. My name's Abdullah. I study civil engineering at UCL and I'm in my fourth year of study. So when I found out that I had been accepted into UCL, I was very happy because it meant that I had the opportunity to potentially study at a world-leading institution, particularly for engineering as well. The prospect of moving to London was something that particularly excited me as well, as I'm aware of London having access and opportunities to lots of different extracurricular activities, careers, and general things that a tourist may find particularly interesting when they visit London. To obtain that two-in-one experience of being a student but at the same time being a tourist, it's an excellent opportunity to access lots of different activities, to gain a world-class education and to settle into the busy city life. I come from Coventry, and during my secondary school studies I studied at Grace Academy Coventry, and for my sixth form studies I studied at Caledon Castle School. Specifically in my A-levels, I studied mathematics, physics and chemistry. So I decided to choose my course of civil engineering primarily because of my interest in mathematics and physics. And engineering combines the two, and it was a nice way to apply what I'd learned in sixth form. I chose specifically my course, civil engineering, primarily because of my interest in structures and buildings and the built environment. And I felt that it was a nice way for me to find out more about how structures are built, why they are built, and the impact they have on society. So the main barrier that people from Coventry might face when moving to London or studying in London is mainly the financial barrier. So living in London sometimes is portrayed as challenging and sometimes difficult. However, UCL has many excellent services and schemes that aim to navigate around the financial barrier, and particularly students from Coventry and who might be of a particular demographic or particular background may have access to many schemes that will allow them to make the most of their time at UCL. So UCL offers a wide variety of bursaries and scholarships depending on if you meet certain eligibility criteria. So me personally, I received scholarships directly because I participated in widening participation activities in the West Midlands, and therefore they recognise that me being a student from outside of London may face the financial difficulty of living out. That is one of the schemes that UCL has to offer, amongst various other schemes which are tailored to depending on particular statuses and eligibility criteria that students might be applicable for. My biggest fear when I was coming to UCL was primarily the making friends aspect. I didn't think that making friends would be as easy as it has been. During my sixth form studies, I knew everyone and I'd gotten to know a lot of people deeply, but having the prospect of having to restart the process of making friends, meeting new people for the first time, potentially from a different background or a different environment to something that I'd experienced, is something that I perceived and thought that I would face a lot of difficulty. But thankfully, during my time here, I found it very seamless to fit into the campus environment. The UCL has many different societies, even within your own course and field of study, as well as many extracurricular activities that a person can do and engage in that will benefit them and allow them to make long-lasting friends once they graduate from university. So my experience of making friends at UCL was mainly through societies. So in particular, I like sports and exercise. So I was part of the UCL football team, and that allowed me to meet lots of different people who share the similar interests, and thus allowed me to make meaningful friends, and also contributing to my overall experience at UCL, as I would often see these people around campus as well, which is a nice way to settle into campus and feel like you're at home. So I lived in UCL accommodation in first year, particularly Francis Gardner House, which is located near King's Cross Station. My experiences in accommodation was very good, as it allowed me to initially settle in, especially given that everyone was in a similar situation to me and was looking to meet new friends and meet new people. In second and third year, I lived around campus, so there's lots of properties and flats that a person can potentially look to rent. I think for me the most surprising thing that I've found during my time at UCL is how world-leading the research here is. There's a lot of amazing people on campus that work for top world-renowned organisations like NASA, the European Space Agency. During the COVID-19 pandemic, there was a lot of UCL involvement in making the vaccine, for example. Knowing about these exciting projects and being aware that these people that are involved in these projects are sometimes your own peers is something that I found very interesting and very surprising. My name's Abdullah. I study civil engineering at UCL and I'm in my 4th year of study.